All right, so here's the deal. A trademark is not a verb. And why does that matter? We're going to get into it in this video. Before we go any further, hi, my name is Joey Vitale. I'm a lawyer for professional creatives. I am not your lawyer yet, so this is not legal advice. This is just general information about this topic. But let's get into it because I get this a lot, and I'm really excited to be sharing this video with you guys. So before we start, let me just say that I am not a big fan of being like the grammar police. I do not usually kind of go there when I see something. And look, I majored in English, I have a law degree. I kind of know the rules of the English language and the legal language. But for the most part, like I don't call people out on it because you understand in a lot of cases what people mean, right? So if someone says the wrong version of the word there, or they aren't using semicolons right, or they're using, let's say, you know, may versus can. Yeah, you can point that out if you want, but at the end of the day, people usually understand what you mean. The problem here is that if you use trademarks as a verb, you're perpetuating this message that can be very confusing, and people are starting to not understand really what trademarks mean because trademark is used as a verb. So here's what I mean by that. A trademark is not, well, let me back up here. A lot of times people will come to me saying, Joey, I want to trademark my business name. I get that all the time. And I talk to them, okay, like, tell me a little bit more about what exactly you're wanting here. And what they usually want is they want their business name to be registered on this database of trademarks it's called the USPTO. And so that's what they want. But what they tell me is that I want to trademark my business name. And the problem with that is that trademarks are not created when they appear on this registration database. Trademarks are created when you use a mark in commerce as a brand source identifier. So in other words, a trademark exists in interstate commerce when someone takes a look at your business name, and just by knowing the business name or the logo or the slogan or whatever, they know the business behind the product or the service that they're purchasing. So that's how trademarks are created, right? The problem with this is that, like I said, people are confusing trademark rights being created at the registration level versus just the first use level. And you might be saying, okay, Joey, like maybe I get that, maybe I didn't, but why does that matter? Here's why it matters. Because third-party platforms are a thing. I work with a lot of creative small businesses, and a lot of creative small businesses use these things called a third-party platform. And a third-party platform is a platform online that helps you connect with your customer in some way. So Etsy is a really good example if you're a hand maker. Even social media sites like Facebook and Instagram. All of those are third-party platforms that help you connect with leads, customers, all that kind of stuff. Because they're a third-party platform, they have their own kind of sets of rules that aren't necessarily the law. And so what happens is, let's say that somebody wanted to report trademark infringement, saying that your business, your account was infringing on their trademark right. They could send a report through the platform. And what's happening now is that those platforms are saying, we're actually going to look to these registrations and see, if you have a registration, then we're going to take that as a sign that you have a trademark. And if not, we'll kind of let you guys bother it with yourselves. And so because of platforms right now, people are looking to this database of registered trademarks as kind of the be and end all of where trademarks live. And that's a problem because there are trademarks that are not registered, and unfortunately, there are some registrations that, if challenged, would probably be reversed because they're not actually registering a trademark. It's not actually a brand. And so the reason why all of this matters is because a lot of people on platforms, they don't want to get hit with infringement reports, and I understand that. But it's important to understand that that database is not the be and end all of trademarks, and that if you want to protect your trademark, yes, registrations are a great way to do it. but in all honesty, if you're doing business and you have a business name and you have customers, you probably already have a trademark. And so what you're looking for is not to get a trademark, but it is to protect that trademark in certain ways. So to recap, trademarks, great. Registered trademarks, super powerful. Third-party platforms are not evil, okay? But you have to kind of know what you're doing and know what the rules are. And so please help me kind of spread the word about this. Share this whenever you kind of see, maybe people in groups asking questions saying, I need to trademark my business name, or is this phrase trademarked? That's a really scary one too. I'll share a link to this video on YouTube in the comments for future use. We'll go from here, but this is really, really important. And again, hopefully by now you can see this isn't just me playing grammar police, because look, I fall into it too. I think in a past video, I'm pretty sure that I used trademark as a verb. So by all means, if you're doing it, continue doing it. Just know what it means and know kind of the language here. Know the rule before you break it. And don't let the way that people are talking about it confuse you about the laws. That's it. See you guys.